Well, good morning, guys. I've come to a place called St John's Hill in a place called Shenstone, not far from Lichfield. And what a beautiful church and churchyard. Look at this church, man. This is a well looked after church. The grass is being cut, so it's well maintained, but some of these graves are very old. As you can see, the car's in the distance there, so don't need to carry my backpack with everything on today. So yes, I thought I'd come out and try and do a paranormal and see what we can pick up in this graveyard. Man, these graves, look at them. Very old. Well, good morning, spirits. I thought I'd come along to try and communicate with you today. If any of you is willing to come forward, show yourself, come and talk to me. Let's have a chat. Tell me about your story, about your life. If you can come forward, that would be great. Does any spirits wander this graveyard still? Are you all at peace? Does anybody want to come forward and communicate? There's the odd war grave here. Staffordshire Regiment, died aged 32. There's a woman there walking her doggy. I'll give her a minute until she gets out of the way. I don't want to freak her out. Well, looking at this grave, I think I may well have stumbled upon a child's grave. I don't know, but look at that. Thomas Osborne, born March 19, might be 11. Oh no. I think it's something of March 1911 and died the 17th of May 1911. Man, 2-month-old child. Looks like they're working on fixing that one up, maybe. So come on, spirits, if you want to come forward, show yourself. A whole bunch of newer graves along there. I don't know if I introduced myself. My name is Dave. I'm only here to communicate. I'm not here to harm or to be harmed by anybody. Just come forward, show yourself would be fantastic. A full-blown apparition. Or just come and talk to me. I'm wearing a device called the microphone. It'll pick up your voice. This thing I'm holding in my hand will also pick up your voice and your images. Should you wish to show yourself in front of me. Man, I get the impression, I mean, they're just small. I don't know if they're children or not. I can't even read. The headstones are that worn. The crosses have already obviously come off them. If you think the grave is here, the headstone's there, wouldn't you think that you would have the crosses the other way rather than inverted? Just my thought. Let's take a wander along here. It's a good job these the glass on these churches are reinforced, because look at that. Why would anybody want to do that? It's a good sized church, this. Now, is this the entrance to a crypt? Totally inaccessible. I very much doubt that would be used these days now. But, could be wrong. There's a sign there that says, let me zoom in, wrong way, there you go. Dogs must be kept on lead in the cemetery. There's a lot of cemeteries I go to, or graveyards, where dogs are not allowed. Let's take a wander up the back here. Man, that's well worn. Oh, hello, what's this? What is this I've stumbled upon? Is that an older church or an abbey? There is a sign there, so I'll go across and take a read of that. Oh, the grass has just been cut as well. Probably yesterday or the day before. The smell is amazing. You can't beat the smell of freshly cut grass. Love it. Man, what a beautiful graveyard this is. I feel if a spirit was going to show itself, it would be there. I don't know why, I just feel like that would be the place. Let's have a look at the map. So you got Sutton Park here, Sutton Coldfield. I live about there. $15, well, about 20 minutes with traffic. Wasn't too bad this morning. says the old church tower of Shenstone, so obviously the original church. So this is what remains of a Saxon church, 669. That is an old church. When a wooden church was probably built, my God. Then it was rebuilt in stone in the Norman times and refurbished in the Georgian age and abandoned by the Victorians. So this tower was left standing. It says the tower was left standing to house and bells, whilst decisions about the new tower were negotiated. Get me words out. 10 years had passed by before the bells were relocated from the old tower to the new home, which I assume is this one here. It says here there's a 1,000-year-old Saxon font. They believe it's about 1,000-year-old, and that was transferred from this old church tower across into that one there. Man, I'd love to get into that church. I'm glad that little plaque's there with that information, because this was a quick spur of the moment. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it here today because the weather in our beautiful July summer month is absolutely atrocious. And it's going to rain today. So I've come out early in the hope that I can beat the rain and get this investigation done. There's another plaque here. Just showing you the church through the ages. A church has stood on this hill for 1,000 years. Pre-1066 in the Doomsday Book. So yes, we're looking at a very old church here. It's got a lot of history. There must be a lot of spirits and hopefully a lot of activity as well around here. So, good morning, spirits of this old Saxon church. My name is Dave. I've introduced myself further along the other side. I thought I'd introduce myself here today. If you want to come forward, come and tell me your story about the Saxon age. Well, these gravestones are dating 1800s, mid-1800s. There's two little tiny gravestones there. Well, I take it there's a few children here. Look at this one, well sunken. I mean, consider this church is over 1,000 years old. Not that one over there, obviously. I'm not seeing graves any older than the 1800s. I'm not even going to attempt to open that door because I just know it is locked. Is there any energy here? Are there any spirits that want to come forward? That device I've just put on the wall will light up if you go and approach it and touch it. That way it can tell me that you're here, and we can use that as a means of communication. It could be a yes and a no. You make the lights go up, I assume that's a yes. And if you don't make the lights go up, there's a no. So I'll ask a question. Are there any spirits that wander this graveyard around this old church? Could you please come forward, touch the lights to make them go up? Oh, we got a spike. So that's a yes then. Thank you. Are you a male spirit? Are you a female spirit? Maybe like have we got nuns here? Or monks? Are you a child? Are you an adult? Come on, don't be afraid. This device will not harm you whatsoever. I won't harm you. I'm just asking you to come and touch it as a means of communication. As I say, nothing will harm you whatsoever. All you have to do is just touch it, make the lights go, make them flicker. The more energy you have, I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. I'll relocate this. Because this part looks extremely old as well. More small graves. If there's any spirits that I'm walking over your graves, I do apologise. It's not intentional, it's just I can't see half of them. Man, look at these. More tiny little graves. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to lay that there. Oh guys, I know some of you don't mind the gadgets. Some of you prefer no gadgets. I sort of have a mixed reaction, as I said before, when it comes to gadgets and the apps and stuff like that. As I say, it's a means of, well, the tools on this. So, but I've got a device here. It's called an EMF pump. And what it does, it emits electromagnetic energy. And when I ask the spirits to come forward and use my energy or use the device's energy, this will hopefully help any spirits, instead of using the device's energy or my energy. So that's the idea. So I'm calling out for any spirits that wander this graveyard. The device on the ground the little black box. You can use that for energy. If you do use that, it will help you more to either show yourself, you can come on forward and you can talk to me. The device on the grave, as I said earlier, you can use that if you make it light up. And we can use that to communicate. Are there any spirits stood where I am right now? Use any device to communicate. The one I'm holding, the one I'm wearing, or the one with the lights on. Birds are very vocal this morning. Wood pigeons, crows. Come on, spirits, come forward. I'm asking you to come forward and communicate. The device on this grave that I have here with the light on, it's just shown a white light. If you touch it, you'll make it flicker up to green. It'll go up to yellow, orange or red. Or if you have a strong enough energy, what you could do is knock it over. It will take a bit of energy, a bit of force to do that. But if you could do that, that would be fantastic. Then I definitely know that you're here with me. Could you do that? Could you knock it over? Is that sliding to the left slightly? Or is it just my bloody eyes? Are you moving that? Could you just nudge it again if that was you? Oh, hang on, I was looking at the device and not my screen. Can you nudge it? Left or right, doesn't matter. Knock it over. That took my eye off the thing there. I just saw a family of people walking by. I saw literally in the distance to my left, there's two guys with a bunch of children, and I just saw two little children at first, and I nearly freaked the hell out. Right, I'm going to knock these off while these are around, because I don't know what these people, their intentions are at the moment. As I say, I don't want to, I'm not into filming people at all, but if you see there briefly, those two children, I saw them over there. If you can imagine, I'm stood here and I just saw two small children walking through the graves, and I thought, okay. Then when I realised I saw the two adults and the other child, I thought, well, that's a sigh of relief. It looked for a minute, I thought they were going to come and sit down here. But they've just used the graveyard to pass through, because you can get through from one side. There's a pathway down that leads to wherever that leads to. So yes, not a lot of activity in this area, I feel. The device did flicker on the old church. Got nothing on the grave. Maybe it's just this part that's not very active. I don't know. Is it the wrong time of day? It's one of them with paranormal investigations. You need to come morning, midday, nighttime, evenings, because you just know it's like a needle in a haystack. Yeah, come forward, spirits, please. Come and communicate. It'd be fantastic if you could come and show yourself. Because the car park is right next to this place, I've left my backpack, as I said earlier, because I don't need to carry that. Right now, I wish I'd brought my tripod with me. It's in the car, just I'm not going back for it. Right, I've turned this EMF back on. I'm just going to lean this here. Don't know, will that camera pick that up? I'll give the spirit talker a few minutes, eh? Good morning, spirits. Before it rains, could you come forward, please? I'm only here to communicate. I mean no harm. You have my full respect. I don't wish to be harmed, but I would like to communicate. Could you give me your name, please? Or could you just tell me, are you male or female? EMF is quiet. Well, I say quiet, it's not lit up, not that I've noticed anyway. Spirit talker. Now, what about that? Some places I go and immediately, particularly Cannock, it don't shut up. Now here, nothing.
Don't move.
Do you know what, guys? I just saw another spot that I fancied making me way to. That's why I picked this up, to put it in my pocket, to move the camera and myself over there. And it just come up, don't move. Okay, I won't move. I was gonna move about 20 yards that way. Can you tell me why I shouldn't move? Does that mean you're actually...
Surgery.
Surgery. Okay, what's relevant about that? Tell me why you don't want me to move, otherwise I'm gonna move. Is it because if I don't move and I stay here, you're gonna show yourself?
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. My name's Dave. Are you buried here? Or do you just wander here? Not seen a Kevin on the grave. But I'm gonna move the camera now. I'm gonna do what the spirit talker told me not to do. I'm gonna move.
Abraham.
Abraham. No, there's an old name. You don't even hear people being called Abraham. Not anymore. We've got some guys with industrial machinery in the far distance there, which is lovely. Noise pollution and all that. Abraham, are you with me? Can't
My heart.
even read that. So worn down. If there's any spirits that can come forward, use this device.
I'm in the trees.
You're in the trees. Now, I've never heard that one before, not even when I've been in Cannock, which is full of trees. You're in the trees. Can you come forward and show yourself in the trees, please?
Battle here.
It says there was a battle here. I should have looked up about this place.
Benjamin.
Benjamin, Abraham, Kevin. The device standing on the grave with the lights on, as I say, if you touch that, you'll make the lights flicker up from green. The more energy,
I'm from the 1900s.
the more energy you use, the more energy the lights will go up. You could make them even go up to red. Or if you're really strong enough, you could knock it over. Try doing that. Give it a good push. Go on, knock it over. Very quiet. And I'm going to knock the spirit talker off now, because that's gone fairly quiet. So the question is, on this place, is it haunted? Is there any activity? Am I at the wrong time of the day? Or is everybody at peace? So is there a spirit in the trees, as the app suggested? I guess I'll never know unless one of these spirits decide to show themselves. I tell you what, I've lost count how many times I've seen the name William, whether it be a surname or a Christian name, on these graves. Another small grave there. Tell you what, guys, that's a cracking church. Come on, spirits. Somebody must haunt this graveyard. There must be somebody here that's not at peace. Please come forward. Talk to me. Show yourself to me. Why don't you not stand right in front of that doorway? Sorry, that was me. I had a bug crawling along the lens. Not the lens, the screen. Let me see your spirit as I walk around this corner. Right in that corner. I think it's a quiet one, guys. This is the newer part. I'm always attracted to the older parts because they're just more, well, I like the old Gothic-y style graves and the old crosses and gravestones that are just weathered and slumped over and fallen. It just adds to a good atmosphere. But I'm in the newer part here. There's a lot of land left for future residents. So I'm seeing some of these 2004. Jesus. Gets me again. "9 a.m. I've been here 1 hour. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, as I walk along this new section here, I'm going to put the Spirit Talker back on and just to see if there's anything that comes up relevant. I know some of you guys don't like it. Let's see if you guys don't mind it. But I'll just try it. What harm can it do, eh? Just for a few minutes. You see,
Let's play a game.
see, straight away it's come up, let's play a game. Now, the reason I wanted to put the Spirit Talker on here was because I'm thinking, when I was in the older section, there's not to say that there's no paranormal activity. As I say, it could be just the wrong time of day or whatever. But these newer graves here may still have a lot of energy, which is why I'm thinking, let's run the app
Thought.
along here. So we might get a little bit more activity, a bit more relevance. Man, look at this grave. This one looks like fairly new. I say brand new, but you know what I mean. I'll put my glasses on so I can read that. Oh, Kathleen Mary Cayley, 2013. Oh, and the last one was the 23rd of May, Brian Cayley, 2024, together again.
She thrives on fear.
Wow. This gravestone, guys, is 2 months old. Well, husband and wife, I take it. So who thrives on fear? Could you tell me that? There's another new one here. 31st of May 2024, 80 years old.
Guilty.
You're guilty. Guilty of what? So if any spirits want to
In
come...
heaven.
Oh, in heaven. Okay. I guess that's where you all are. If any spirits want to come forward, come for a wander, come for a walk with me. As I say, I'm not here to harm anybody. I'm only here to communicate. If you could talk to me in the moment, we could have a conversation. A lot of the times, when I take this footage back home, I hear voices, and that's fantastic. But in the moment, it's not helpful if I don't hear your voice. It's also not helpful if I don't see you, which is what I want to hear. I want to hear you, I want to see you as well. So come forward, please.
My name is George.
Well, good morning, George. My name is Dave. Could you tell me, am I walking near where your grave is? I'm not seeing a George. I'm glancing at a few graves.
Samuel.
Samuel. Well, there's a Raymond George, and there's a David George. Could you tell me, George, am I stood next to your grave? Can you give me a yes or a no? See, Spirit Talk has gone quiet again. Well, I'm going to knock that one off, I think. It's a good size graveyard stroke cemetery. Oh, I walked all the way along here. I thought there were steps up there. Duh. I'll have to go back this way. Literally just walked past where you can see the slope pathway. I thought, now I'll walk to the end and I'll walk up them steps. The hell? I've just stumbled across a reverend's grave here. I wonder if he was the... oh, he was. As I was thinking about it, in the service of God, vicar of this parish. dog walkers and people in general. So I feel it's going to get a little bit more busier. So I'm going to bring this video to an end. And yeah, hopefully I've picked something up. I will not know until I get into the edit. Hopefully we've got a few voices. Hopefully it's seen something. If it picked up a spirit, that'd be fantastic, that I haven't seen in the moment. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a little like. If you're new, consider subscribing if you're just passing by and you happen to see this video. Post notification for any upcoming new videos. And with that, I'll say thank you for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.